Hello everyone, it's Evie here, and welcome back to another video. Before we begin, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, don't forget to join the Discord and Blue Sky as well, and to get straight into today's video. But yeah, I want to talk about something that means a lot to me, and that is, something that we kind of talk about from time to time, or a lot about. And I want to go more in depth in this if I can. And yeah. So the one thing that I wish was that people weren't so close-minded. Because here's the thing. I want to be as honest. I want to be an honest content creator because I feel like that's a way to. The poll I did was saying if word trends if you ever return to Brawlhalla. Well, I played the game today, and I tried to play it, and just to say that it didn't really end well because people were just toxic as ever still, and yeah. So yeah, let's not get into depth about that because I will talk about that for hours. So yeah, so pretty much the one thing I wish was that people wouldn't be so close-minded about supporting or understanding the LGBTQIA plus community. It's like I kind of hate the fact that I'm not trying to hate any. Before I say this, I do not hate anyone that is religious in any shape or form. I just want to understand and, you know, be open mind as possible. So yeah. So one thing I don't understand is why do they use the Bible as like an excuse to be transphobic and homophobic? To be like, yeah, but like it says, here that, it's bad to be, trans or agender or be part of the LGBTQIA plus community. It's like, huh. I just don't understand why people use that. I kind of be like a way to be like to block others out, but at the same time it's like, do you really want people to be afraid of you? And to be like, oh, because coming out isn't an easy thing to really do. Like, it's not an easy thing for anyone to do. Because it takes a lot of effort and dedication and strength and bravery to come out to your friends, family, even coworkers, and even at your job as well. Like, it's something that makes me happy when someone goes, I came out to so and so today, and it went great, way better than I expected. Since it's not easy coming out to your family or whatever. And I just wish that people wouldn't be so judgmental of someone's gender identity or sexual orientation, and be like, ew, I can't believe that you love a woman, or I can't believe that you love men. And you would rather this. It's like it just kind of grosses me out and be like, why? Like, do you have like a sad reason why? Then you'd probably be like saying, like because it's a sin or it's weird. Like, yeah, but like, isn't being disrespectful and not willing to understand and hear the other person out disrespectful and weird? Like, like, last time I checked, being disrespectful was never, in the book of understanding others. More in the book in lines of disrespecting others and not being willing to really learn what others have to say and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of something that makes me kind of like upset when people go, oh, but like, you're trans, so like you must be struggling. Like, let me just please just get along. Like, it's already like frustrating enough that people have to deal with so much hate in this world as they already. But there's already enough hate as there too much hate in this world, and not enough love and support for others who really need it the most. You know, like I feel like if people really started to really think, really like thought about others, like oh, like life experience about like coming out as trans, be like yeah, or coming out as LGBTQIA plus, they'll have like a lot more understanding. Be like oh, now I understand why you always so scared to come out and stuff like that, because I truly just wish that people were more respectful, understanding, willing just to understand, even when they're like Christian or Jewish or whatever. Just be willing to be like, you know what, if this is who the person is, then I'm gonna be willing to, support them, support, my children and my friends, no matter what. Like, I don't get why people use the religion as a way to hate on others. Because to me, that just says, screw you and whatever you stand for, and I don't like the way that you, the type of person that you are. It's like a missed opportunity to make friends, don't you think? Like, we as the LGBTQIA plus community, or disabled, or whatever, don't deserve to be hated on and disrespected, or to make fun of. And we don't deserve laws to block us from using bathrooms or going, or just doing simple tasks and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of dumb that, it's like, oh, it's against the law for, the LGBTQI plus community to do this and this and this. And it's like, really? It's like blocking others to be able to get medicine, like HRT. That's a really bad thing. Because, like, that just blocks others from being able to, be able to, live a healthy life. Like, it's dumb that people don't understand that, by hating on us, by being transphobic and homophobic, it only harms us and harms your relationship with your parents and your friends. Because, like, it's like by being hateful and not being understanding of empathy towards others, it kind of makes it hard for people to really understand, oh, so this is, why you are this way, and this is how if I say this or this and this can make you feel uncomfortable. Yes. Okay, got it. It's stuff like that I wish people would just ask the right question. I understand if someone like asks, if they don't know how to ask the right questions at first, and ask a question they didn't know was harmful or inappropriate to ask at first. I can completely understand that if they're new. And if they're really willing to really try to learn, I'm happy about that. I would take that as an absolute W any day of the year. But like being disrespectful and being close-minded and saying, oh, but to me you are a man, or to me you are a woman because of the genitals and how you sound. It's like, but that's not how I want to, identify, and that's not how I want to, be seen as. I want to be seen as a woman and stuff like, or if you identify as trans man or gender fluid or non-binary or agender, then people should respect you for that, not hate you for that, and try to, make you feel worse about yourself. Because it doesn't make sense to hate on others for something that they simply can't control. Because, to be honest, we never asked to be born this way, to be born autistic, to be born Down syndrome, or to be born LGBTQIA+. We were just simply born this way. You understand that reference and you're an absolute legend? I'm not gonna say the reference, but if you know, you know. And you know, yeah, like, people should just at least try to understand and be like, huh. Because by being and saying stuff like, oh, that's a sin, or that's bad, or not willing to really understand, it really kind of makes it difficult to really learn why the person is the way that they are. By going, no, but like in my experience, you know, it's like, no. Everyone is different in their own ways. Like, by not allowing someone to be who they truly are, it's not like bad in a way. It would be like, because to me, that would just be, you know, bad. Because to a lot of people in the LGBTQIA plus community, it's like, if you deal with so much hate and as for being a minority, I'm not gonna lie, it does makes it kind of hard to really get help if you live in a red state and stuff like that. Like I don't understand. Like, I do understand in some. I don't know. It's just frustrating that people are just like going around thinking that, oh, this TV show is turning my child gay or trans. It's like, no, it might give an idea of, you know, that, but it doesn't turn them gay specifically. It doesn't at all. It just makes them be like, oh, that's a thing. Okay, I did not know that existed. So and then later on, like, to me, it'll be like, oh, well, that's so gonna tell me that about that years ago when I was a child. And it's like, if you're not gonna allow your child or your friends and stop being friends with someone who is part of the LGBTQIA plus community, then you just missed on being friends with someone. Oh my bad, friend with someone that could have been a funny, nerdy, really trusting and understanding type of person. Like, someone that, well, they could have been good at like math, science, engineering, or technology, or whatever the case may be. And be, you know, and by stopping the friends just because they're part of the LGBT plus community, it makes it kind of frustrating and makes people to go, what did I do wrong? The fact that people just don't like the community and stuff like that, and they think that it's wrong, weird, and that it's somehow dangerous in a way and harmful when we done nothing wrong. Like, it's frustrating in a way. Thinking that people can just be like, yes, being trans causes my child to dress in a different way. I've not started dressing masculine at all. And you can tell by my voice, I haven't started voice training, even though I am a woman. Because each woman and man and everyone in between genders, like not binary, agender, gender fluid, gender is a spectrum. So, like, really, there's no one way to be trans, or there's no one way to be gender fluid, or non-binary, or agender. Like, because gender is self-expressing and identity. And the one thing I learned is that you shouldn't listen to others at all when it comes to how you should express your gender identity and your gender expression. Because you want to voice train? Go ahead. You want to dress more feminine one day? Go ahead. You want to dress more masculine one day? Go ahead. You want to dress more androgynous, then go ahead. There's nothing wrong with being a trans man, femboy, stuff like that. Or being trans woman that's masculine, stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, and that's kind of frustrating. People kind of take offend to people that, you know, trying to defend people and go, yeah, I am this gender and I wanted to go by, you know, this and this pronouns and stuff like that. And it's like, I would straight up be like, okay, bet. How's the day been? It straight up disrespect the person straight up. Because I don't want to be disrespectful towards anyone, but I just wish people were more like that in this world than just being disrespectful, making people feel uncomfortable around them. Because like I know like when parents have kids who were born religious, they gotta teach their kids, oh, if someone is different, if someone is trans or part of the LGBTQIA plus community, then that's bad. And you're gonna put the one idea in their head if they find out that they are part of the community, and then they're gonna be scared coming out to their own parents. Like, and that's not a fun experience for anyone. Because why do you want your child to be scared to be who they are? Because I don't want that if I ever adopt kids and stuff like that. Like, that seems dumb and stupid. Like, straight up, straight up, it's dumb and stupid to be like, yeah, by the way, the way that you identify, it just makes me uncomfortable. Like, okay, and that has nothing to do with you. And the fact that they would ask the same old question. Oh, what genitals do you have? Is it a penis or a... It's like, can you not? Like, it's like, really? If you need to really know that badly, take the person to it on a date first before you get to, you know, do that first. Age consent, remember that. Don't do that to kids. We do not allow pedophiles on this channel. But that's weird and messed up. Weird and messed up thing you do. Do not allow those people on this channel. It's disgusting. But anyways, yeah, like, it's sort of annoying that people would be like, I can't believe you're trans. It's like, well, you know, there always were signs of it, but you always, you know, put a person to ignore the signs and to be disrespectful about it. You know, like, I never really said anything, you know, about, you know, how you sort of dress and identify, right? So why should they tell us how we should identify and how to dress and how to act and behave? It makes no sense. It's more like, oh. It's more like, oh. You know, because we don't like people who are different and weird. And I was again, it's like, bruh. Like, if you actually look in history, there's been more gender expressing in the past than, like, way in the past. Then, for other reasons, I forgot, like, how it went. Because I'm not a history geek or anything like that, but, like, I just wish that people nowadays were, like, more understanding. I'm happy that the LGBTQIA plus community is such a helpful, wonderful, supportive community. That's like, during this time, that's really, really helpful. Since, like, that's something that, like, we all need right now, is someone to talk to, someone just to hear us out, and to support us when we need it the most. Because, like, not being able to hear the person out, and by being like, oh, you know, the way that you are, I just don't like, or, you know, or being like, you can use the woman's bathroom, or you can use the man's bathroom. It's like, huh? Then where is someone supposed to go? Going into the men's bathroom? And then, like, trans man goes to the women's bathroom? Like, it makes no sense there. Because then you're still allowing a man to go into the women's restroom. Because someone been on their transition for a long time. Imagine how silly that would be when the person looks like a man going to the woman's restroom. When they're transitioning from female to male. Like, that kind of is kind of, to say men are not allowed in one restroom, but you're not allowing a trans man who's been on testosterone, if I got and they have gotten top surgery, if they're fighting that, it's like, bruh, it makes no sense. And it's frustrating. Like, it really, really is frustrating and do. Because it's like, if you're just gonna allow others, like, I'm not trying to hate on anything, but like, it is frustrating dealing with like people in gaming or in public being weird and being creeps about being this overall creepy weird type of person going, no, you cannot be, this and this gender because it hurts my feelings. Because it says in my religion, it's like, just because your book says it's bad doesn't mean that people in LGBTQIA+ community does those things. Like, if you look around you, we're not doing anything bad. Like, the worst thing that we're doing is like what? Being lazy? And making others feel heard and supported and loved and cared for? And somehow that's bad? To me that makes no sense, but like, I don't know. It's just people that just want to be, rude and disrespectful. It's something that drives me kind of nuts, that people just want to like use the platform to be like, trans people blank blah 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 blah, or the LGBTQ is blah 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 blah. Because they turn my child blah 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 blah. It's like you never turned your child that way. They just figured out on their own. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but like, there always were signs of that. But you're just too ignorant and close-minded to really accept your child for being who they are. Like, if you really want to be, the type of parent or person that truly wants to be respected, then try to respect others who have been struggling for a long, long time. Because by saying, oh, you can't be this or this or this, is messed up. Because like, so the person can't be who they really are deep inside, and that the dude that has been having dysphoria for a long time, if they deal with dysphoria. But dysphoria is not always a diagnosis to be trans or non-binary or part of the LGBTQI+ community. And stuff like that. Like, it's something that drives me nuts and hates me and makes me kind of upset when people like, yeah, I hate that community because it's a sin or it's bad. Then I tried to understand how. What did that community exactly do to you to make them hate them? Like, you gotta have a solid reason besides, oh, because it's bad or it's a sin. Because like, plus using the Bible as like excuse to hate on others, like, wait, sorry, I meant to use my dream key. Really? Using a book that doesn't have any like future on in the year 2000 or 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000, 9000, 10,000, and so on and so forth. Like, it doesn't really tell the future, and the fact that it's an old book before technology was even a known thing. So like, I'm not trying to hate on anyone being religious or on their like religious books, but like, if you're someone that uses the Bible as an excuse to hate on a majority group, then that's to tell you what off the bat, that you're not really a great person to be around. Like, it tells us straight up like you're just straight up jerk, transphobic, homophobic, and not really ready to really learn. Like, if anyone's Christian or Jewish or whatever other religion, and you support the LGBTQIA plus community, we accept you on this channel as long as you are nice and respectful about using the person's preferred pronouns and name. That's all we ask. And for you not to make fun of someone's disabilities and how they sound and how they act. That's all we ask on this channel. And in this community, for you just to be respectful and willing to learn and willing to be understanding of others. But we do not accept toxicity of any kind. We support people being kind and respectful on this channel. And being supportive of others who need it the most. Because in my eyes, I don't want anyone to feel like being hurt or being scared to be who they are on this channel in this community. Because we have enough hate on this road as it is. And people should learn to be more understanding, have more empathy, and be like, maybe what I'm saying and what I'm doing is causing more harm than good. And what they're doing has been nothing but harm by being, you can't be this and this gender according to, this and this book. It's like, so, I'm not doing anything bad, I'm just trying to, live my life. Like, I'm not doing anything bad by, being a woman or being or someone identifies as being a man, stuff like that, or being non-binary or agender or whatever it is, because maybe. Because of the fact that everyone is different in their own unique ways. Like, if people can't accept people for who they are, then that's on them, not on us. Like, we try our best to be who we always wanted to be, right? But at times I feel like it's just too hard at times to be really to be that. Since people just always want to be rude about it. So it'd be like, yeah, the way that you identify is wrong. Like, how? I never harmed a single kid in my life. I never harmed a single person. All I ever wanted was to make people feel seen and respected and heard. Never feel like scared or worried or anxious to be who they are around me. And I feel like that's a big issue when it comes to the world right now. It's the fact that people are just being more and more loud about being disrespectful, toxic, homophobic, and transphobic. It's thinking that it's okay to be that way, when in the long term it causes more issues than it fixes them. But it's like, makes people more scared, worried, and anxious to be who they are, then it does make them feel safe and heard and respected. Like, on this channel, this is my mission, is to one day be able to do charity events on this channel. It would do charity events where we're going to be able to set up like foundations to support the LGBTQIA plus community and people with Down syndrome and autism and many other communities as well, to support people that need it the most. Many other communities as well. Like, I just want to make this video because I just hate when people go, I don't like your community, or I don't like the LGBT plus community because it's wrong, because it's sin. Like again, you can't use the Bible or any religious text as a source of hatred. If you do that, that's automatic sign of you being a jerk and being close-minded and not really wanting to learn. It's like, what's the whole point of you saying that to a majority group when you've already been struggling enough as it is? It's like, imagine not being able to use a bathroom in public, being arrested for it. Like, it makes no sense. Like, I don't want people, like, I'm scared about using the public restroom. Like, I don't use the women's restroom at all, or the men's. I just hold it in, because I'm that scared. of going into the woman's restroom and possibly by being harassed or judged. You're not living, in a blue state. That doesn't always mean that people will be understanding of people of the LGBTQI plus community. That doesn't always mean that, because the matter of the fact is that people are different, have different mindsets, have different goals, and if their mindset is, I don't like the LGBT plus community, I hope one day they change that, because we need more people to be more. We need more allies than people who are closed-minded and hatred, or putting it more simply, transphobic and homophobic. Because it sucks that people still to this very day are like, being trans is bad, being LGBTQ plus community is bad. Like, you've ever wondered, this is why we still it's why June is still Pride Month, why we still do Pride Parades, is to make more of awareness of stuff like that. Because we need to be more loud and be more clear that you cannot stop us being who we are no matter what. No law can really change that. It doesn't matter how hard you make it on us. We always will get through this because we are stronger, braver than people who are transphobic and homophobic. And trying to make others who are different feel down about who they are and stuff like that. Like, people shouldn't hate on others for being different. People shouldn't be treating others like shit. People should be willing to be like, oh, this isn't who you are? Okay. I'm not gonna judge you for that. It's like, it doesn't make no sense that people are like, yeah, I'm gonna, make you feel as uncomfortable as possible. Like, if you're not comfortable with people being trans, being LGBTQIA plus, that's not on that person. That's on the person who's being, I don't know. Like, if the person feels like comfortable around people who are LGBTQIA plus, so that's on the person feeling that way, not being like, it's so like weird being around people like that. It's like, we never asked to be judged or be disrespected and to be hated on. And to be sent to jail for simply using a bathroom where we need to use the bathroom, Like, it makes no sense that people are willing to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be, disrespectful about it. Oh man. But yeah, like, I hate the fact that people are still, white on the fact that, people who are trans for the LGBTQIA plus community is somehow bad. And it's like, no, I don't want, talk to someone that is trans or the LGBT plus community. It's like, why? Like, what did we do to deserve this? We did nothing. We did nothing. We didn't exist. We're literally 0.6 or 1% of the population. At least in America, that is. I don't know about the world. But, like, it's frustrating that people... Now, we're gonna look it up for you all right now. Since I also want to know that right now, just to fact check that. What the hold on, the percentage of people being LGBTQIA plus in the world. You can go through a by survey found that 9% of adults worldwide identify as LGBT plus. 6% of who identifies as being or gay, 4% is bisexual, 1% as pansexual or omnisexual, and 1% as asexual. The survey also found that Gen Z adults are more likely to identify as LGBTQ plus compared to other generations. Percent of the words is LGBTQIA plus. A 20 so this is so bisexual omnisexual 1% as a 21st survey of 43 countries found 7% of adults identify as LGBTQIA plus. Important to note that these figures are estimates based on surveys that may vary depending on the specific study and population sample. Additionally, younger generations, particularly Gen Z, are more likely to identify. So yeah, it's like 9%, so 9%, but like in America it's like 0.6 or 1%. And I don't get why people hate on that. That's not even that much. Like it was more. It still wouldn't make no sense to hate on people, because people no matter how their gender identity is, because everyone deserves to be heard and respected no matter what. Like, I wouldn't hate anyone that's religious or no, I wouldn't hate on anyone unless they have like unless they give me a reason to kind of like not really trust him or to really like him and stuff like that. Like, it sucks that people think that we do bad things by being trans. They're thinking that, oh, if someone's a trans woman, then they're gonna go into the bathroom to harass kids. It's like, I would never, well, I would never do that. I would go to the bathroom, eat, and just wash my hands with soap and water and go. Like, or just use, or whatever they have to dry our hands with, like paper towels or the hand dryer or whatever, and just go. It's frustrating that people to this day, or like, they just respect others. It's frustrating, because like, why can't we just be respected and be treated like, really like human beings and not like absolute aliens or like treated like absolute monsters all that time? It makes no sense, because they never wanted to be treated that way at all. Because the more people treat us like shit, the more people are gonna think that's okay. Because by throwing that's okay by throwing kids, oh, these people are weird, so we have to disrespect them, right? No. By showcasing that is so that, you know, it's okay to hate on others for being different, and by identifying the LGBTQI plus, it allows them to think, oh, I'm gonna bully these kids in school for being that way, and then it gets the kid more in trouble at school for pretty much beating someone up and bullying someone for being LGBTQI plus. It doesn't make no sense. It's like, it teaches a kid the one attitude, the one mindset to have. And then, what if they also deal, then what if like one day they end up struggling with their own gender identity and sexuality? That would just make them more stressed out and more chances of them just erupting in like anger and frustration on people because the way they've been raised, and then they're also confused about their gender identities, because they're conflicting with like their mindset that they had, being like, this is wrong, I can't be this. And by teaching the kids that it's wrong to be this way, it makes them hate on others, and also makes them scared even to identify as that in the first place. It doesn't really work well for anyone at all. Like, it ends up being worse and worse and worse in the long run. Like, it makes zero sense to be, to treat others like absolute grass and stuff like that. Like that's the thing that I want to try to tell others is that the more you treat, the more times you treat others disrespectfully, the less people are gonna be able to really respect you and stuff like that in the long run. Because no one wants to be disrespected. No one wants to be hated on. I feel like people want to be heard than being disrespected, right? Like that's the way that I see the world anyways, is that if you treat others with respect, then you tell them the person straight up that, like you hear them out. Like it makes no sense to be this type of way with yeah, but like if you're just gonna hate on others for identifying as the way they identify, you're not really helping them out. You're more causing more and more stress than helping them out in the long run. And that's something that I want to always want, that's something we definitely really kind of talk about more on terms that we shouldn't try to force others to come out as their preferred gender identities. The one thing saying that is always a good idea is to allow someone to figure that out on their own. Because by making them feel like they're being forced to come out, it makes it even harder for them to come out as their preferred gender or their sexuality and stuff like that. Like it doesn't make it easy on anyone in that case. And that's something that sometimes I make mistakes for from time to time. And I'm happy to see that, I'm hopefully doing good by making videos like this because I generally want to make more videos like this. Like generally, I think that would be really, really cool to make more videos like this where we just talk about stuff like being LGBTQIA plus or just making videos making it aware that it's not always a good idea to be to be rude, toxic, and hateful to people that were just trying to just be themselves and stuff. Like it sucks that people feel scared and always worried about being themselves because of the fact that transphobia and homophobia exists. And that people just aren't wanting to hear them out. I find it really frustrating that people aren't willing to learn about others, issues or learn about the type of person that they really are inside and stuff like that. Like, I feel like it would be more important to be able to allow them to express who they really are deep inside. They cause them to feel scared, worried, anxious all the time about being different because of the fact that they identify as this or this or this. It's like that kind of gets old hearing the exact same lines over and over again. Like it gets kind of old, don't you think? Like it's something that I don't think it would be really necessary to be like, yeah, by the way that you're expressing your gender is wrong, and I don't like the way that you act or sound. It's like we're not doing it for any of your sake. We're doing it for our sake, then we can be able to survive, strive, and stuff like that. Like I would rather have someone be happy and feel safe and secure and heard than being be feeling disrespected and stuff like that. Since it only causes more and more issues. Like yeah. I feel like that's all I really have for today's video. So yeah, so if you did enjoy this video, Let's see how long it is. 34 minutes. Hopefully you've been enjoying videos like this, because I know that I yap a lot and probably complain way too much, and becoming the world's biggest yapper, but I mean what I mean, because I truly just want people to be respected, and for people just to be able to use the person's preferred pronouns and names and just respect their gender identity and sexuality. Because of the fact that it doesn't make sense for people just to be so hateful and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm gonna keep, yeah. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe. There will be a video tomorrow, and yeah. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what videos you want to see next. And yeah. I think tomorrow's might be the video where we go into the Discord and allow you to join the conversation, to join this world. Because what I'm going to be doing is Wilson Will, no cheats, survival, normal, math slots 8, and what's will. And boom. Now you all to join this world. And yeah. I can't wait for that. I'm gonna make an announcement video, definitely. And yeah. Hope to see you all in tomorrow's video. Again, don't forget to join Discord and Blue Sky as well. And I'll catch you all in a brand new video. See ya.